1946. On July 20th of 2020, members of the Illinois State Police were conducting an online investigation of offenders sharing child pornography. During this investigation, the defendant's IP address was developed as an individual that was trading or sharing child pornography. A search warrant was executed and a forensic examination was conducted by members of the Illinois Crimes Against Children. The Illinois Crimes Against Children, commonly referred to as ICAC, is a division of the Attorney General's office which investigates internet crimes against children. During their forensic examination, they determined that these files contain child pornography. The investigation was reviewed by my office and the following charges were authorized: disseminating child pornography with the child under 18 years old being depicted, 11 counts. It's a Class X felony with a sentencing range of 6 to 30 years in the Illinois Department of Corrections, followed by 3 years up to natural life of mandatory supervised release. In addition, the defendant is charged with 8 counts of child pornography depicting children under the age of 13, a Class X felony with a sentencing range of 6 to 30 years in the Illinois Department of Corrections, followed by 3 years up to natural life mandatory supervised release. In addition, the defendant faces 8 counts of child pornography and reproducing child pornography with children depicted under the age of 18. That is a Class 1 felony carrying 4 to 15 years in the Illinois Department of Corrections, followed by 3 years up to natural life mandatory supervised release. The defendant is currently housed in the Winnebago County Jail. He has a bond of $500,000. He is scheduled to appear in bond court on Wednesday, August 26th. Courtroom B as in boy at 1:30 p.m. These charges are merely allegations and the defendant is presumed innocent until or unless proven guilty in a court of law. I want to acknowledge the work and collaboration of the Illinois State Police and Attorney Kwame Raoul's office and the ICAC task force team, led by Ron Wolfick, Commander. Working in collaboration with these agencies, we are able to identify individuals who are trafficking in child pornography. Child pornography is the dark side of the wide world web. And what I want to communicate to our residents of Winnebago County today is that with the expansion of the internet and digital technology, there has been a substantial expansion and explosion in the field of child pornography. These individuals who share child pornography create their own community, and so it takes experienced law enforcement task force to seek them out and to deter this type of conduct. Child pornography is sexual abuse of a child at its ultimate level because the abuse of that child has been permanently recorded and shared over and over again, and whenever that child pornography is shared, then that child is re-victimized again. And we know that these incidents can follow these children into adulthood. So it's more than just viewing the images, it's actually depicting and filming the actual sexual abuse of those children that are depicted in these images. This is an ongoing investigation. We ask anyone who might have information regarding this investigation to contact the Illinois State Police, ICAC, or any of the numbers that are currently displayed on your screen. We have website information as well for individuals to contact law enforcement if you know of anyone or suspect someone is trafficking in child pornography. At this time, I'm going to ask Chuck Davison with the Illinois State Police to come forward and make a few remarks.
Good afternoon. Thank you for coming. On August 25th, 2020, the Illinois State Police Division of Criminal Investigations Zone 2 officials arrested Frank A. Ventimiglia. He was arrested, a 74-year-old male from Rockford, Illinois. He was arrested for 19 counts of dissemination of child pornography, Class X felonies, and also an additional 8 counts of dissemination of child porn, Class 1 felonies. On July 20th, 2020, ISP investigators initiated an investigation after receiving information Ventimiglia was allegedly engaged in distribution and possession of child pornography. A thorough investigation ensued in conjunction with the Illinois Attorney General's Office, ICAC Unit, Crimes Against Children, and a search warrant was executed this morning at approximately 6 a.m. at Ventimiglia's residence. Ventimiglia is currently being lodged in Winnebago County Jail on a $500,000 bond, and the investigation is currently open and ongoing. There's no additional information at this time.
At this time, I'm happy to answer any questions that I can for you.
You said that he was a doctor. Do you know what type of practice he was?
He was a specialist in rheumatology, retired in 2008 from Rockford Health Systems.
How many counts is he facing altogether?
Currently, he's facing 27 counts. This is an ongoing investigation, so certainly there could be additional counts added.
And the investigation has been going on since July?
July 20th of this year.
Do you know roughly how long he's been involved in stuff like this?
That information will become clear during the criminal process as the case navigates through the criminal justice system.
How important is it to keep kind of holding these, these types of people accountable? I know the last press conference we were hearing, I think the suspect was facing 55 counts of child porn. How important is it to keep holding these people accountable?
Well, it's important because what the community needs to understand is every time an image of child depicted in pornography is shared, it re-victimizes that child. That image is in the internet, on the wide world web, in perpetuity. So once it's out there, it's always out there. And so every time someone shares or pushes that button, they are victimizing a child. So it's not a victimless crime. I want to communicate that and be very clear. It is a multiple victim crime every time they push that button and share child pornography. And again, just huge credit to the ICAC team, because this is what they do to try to keep our children safe and to try to deter those who would continue to generate child pornography and then share it with others.
When something like this happens, say he's distributing it, is that an ongoing investigation and part of finding where it was distributed to, where he's getting this type of content from as well, as opposed to just isolating him in the incident?
It's always an ongoing investigation to see where the source of the criminal conduct has originated. And so law enforcement's goal is to seek out all avenues of the criminal conduct and to bring those perpetrators to justice. And my goal as state's attorney is to make it very clear to anybody out there who would dare traffic in child pornography and repeatedly abuse children, you will be held accountable. We will find you, and if the evidence is there, you will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Any other questions? Okay. Thank you, everyone, for coming out on short notice. All right.